What's up guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. It's a beautiful day and I'm going to take you with me to eat some amazing home style phở đặc Biet, which is Vietnamese beef noodle soup. This is one of my favorite things to eat in Vietnamese cuisine, and I'm going to take you somewhere that not a lot of people know about. So if you love eating pho, keep watching. As always, thank you so much for watching today's video, coming with me on my food adventures and heading out there and supporting these amazing food businesses that I like to show off in my videos. It means the world to me if you hit the subscribe button down below and share this video with your friends and family if you enjoy. Let's go!
And over there is where we're headed, that petrol station.
We're like in the middle of a petrol station, but the whole place just smells whiffs of pho broth. Unheard of. I don't know how all these people filling up behind me cannot be tempted by the smell of this broth, man. I just walk into the restaurant vibe with them.
Today we're at Two Foodies, a hidden Vietnamese eatery next to a Speedway petrol station on Elizabeth Drive in Mount Pritchard. They're loved by the local community for their bowls of pho. Keep watching because I'm going to show you the behind the scenes on how these amazing bowls of pho are made. They have a special on Wednesdays too.
Right, hi guys. So welcome to Two Foodies. This is the original locations. We started off about 3 years ago. We specialize in only a handful of the dishes here. The pho, the beef stew and the rolls. The food here are really made for the foodies. I'm not really after the market where the food suits everyone. The food here is very specific. The taste and everything else is all catered for the foodies. So foodies, myself and mums help me a lot as well. But all of the cooking, all of the ingredients are all done by myself. The recipe comes from 5 different people. From mums, from the old uncle, from my godbrother from Vietnam, and 2 other people here which inherits a sort of a specific recipe. So I took bits and pieces from all of those people and fused them together. So that's why they're so complex. A lot of aroma. We use a lot of the cinnamon sticks, that's for sure. A lot of the star anise, and we use the good quality as well, and we use a bucket load of it. That's why they're not shy on flavour. So your first spoon is tasteful, your last spoon is exactly the same. It doesn't change. I think the location picked me. I didn't pick the location. It is an odd location, but it works out really well. You know, I mean, I'm always thankful for all of the customers that support me. So that's why I'm always very sort of easy. Whatever they want, I just give it to them. I don't care. Money is not a matter here. I don't put this together to aim for a big profit. I put this whole thing together to make a name. Okay, let's start. So we blanch that to release all of the oil, the fats, and brings the noodles back to life. But it doesn't finish here. So while you're doing this at home, if you can follow the exact steps, it turns out exactly the same. Now my broth has a lot of the meat of the bones here. So when we brew the soups, the bones just drop off. They balance out the salt and sugar contents. You can also see, if you look carefully, there's bone marrows everywhere. There, that's all bone marrows. The traditional way of doing a pho is to have it as clear as possible. No traces of bone marrows or meat off the bone or nothing. Basically, the clearer, the better. But no, I didn't go down that pathway. I made it as rich and as tasteful as possible. Okay, so that should be nice and hot like that. So that's the lean brisket. That's the fatty brisket. These guys, well, they were very nice, man. And the fresh meat that we cut, that's all fresh there. Okay. Onion and shallots also goes in as well. So when you hit it with the broth, it releases the flavour straight away. It should be nice and boiling and hot like this. So there it is.
You can see on the actual broth that there's little pieces of fat, little pieces of flank, little pieces of brisket. This isn't your typical bowl pho that you would find anywhere around Sydney where it's really nice and clean. Every single time I come here, it reminds me of the type of pho that you'd get homemade style in a family home in Vietnam. and particularly my best friend's family home and his mom's style pho, where they've left it sitting for a couple days to really retain all of that flavor. This is the type of pho that reminds me of. You won't find this type of pho, this style of pho, anywhere else around Sydney in any of the pho restaurants that people know about. I'm so excited to dig into this. Let's smash it. Oh, just look at this broth. You can see the meatball. This one here is actually my favorite piece of beef brisket. I actually prefer this over rare beef in my pho because of all that. See that fattiness there? That really gives it so much flavor when he goes in. You see an awesome amount of pho noodles there. That's the rare beef that you see. See little pieces of fat, little pieces of tendon, some tripe. Let's dig into the soup, man. The first thing I always do when I eat pho is I have a sip of the broth. Pretty much tells me how good the pho is. And it's a sign of respect to the chef who created the broth. Oh, nice. The flavor of the broth here is so complex. There's so many different flavors, you know, coming together. Party in your mouth style. Oof. And then what I like to do with my pho is I like to throw in all of these garments. I've got your fresh basil. I'm a big fan of basil. Fresh bean sprouts. Now that I've tasted the broth, I know how good it is. I always squeeze a little bit of lemon to give it a bit of a tang. Can't forget the sauces for the meats. I love hoisin sauce and chili satay together. I think that tastes so wonderful, man. With every piece of meat that you dip into that sauce. Oh, just look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It all ties in together with the soup, the broth. Just awesome party for your taste buds. Just look at this beef brisket, you know. The fat to meat ratio on this is crazy. I'm gonna dip it into some sauce. Far out, so good. I know it's not the cleanest style of broth that everyone is used to, but I love the little pieces of fat and flank just sitting on top of the noodle soup, because when we eat it, it's so good. Just close your eyes, man. You're not in Sydney right now. You are in Vietnam. I know different people have different ways of eating pho. What about you guys? Tell me about you guys. Comment below. Do you guys like to put sauces all into the broth there? Do you guys like to put bean sprouts, basil, even mint sometimes I've seen people do, chili? How do you guys like to eat your pho? Let me know below. I love to read your comments, you know, just to get a bit of a perspective on how everyone else eats. Guys, what's your favorite meat in pho? Some people like beef, some people like chicken. This beef is halal as well, because Mount Pritchard, where this restaurant is located, there's a population of Muslim people. It's all about the inclusiveness and allowing everyone to try the food, which I really support. And the beautiful thing about eating pho everything, or pho duck bit, is you get to try a bit of everything. Like all of the different types of meat you'll get within the broth. And so you don't like eating, you know, one particular type of meat. So for example, you don't like eating the rare beef, or you don't like eating tendon. Next time you don't have to order it. It's a try everything sort of bowl. I love that about it. This broth, man. Sometimes when the broth is this good, you just wanna try this sizzling beef roll.
So these rolls, they're French made. We buy them part baked, and then we rebake that here. So we'll do a bit of the mayonnaise, cucumber, pickled radish, onion and shallots. The sauce to do the meats here has 27 herbs and spices.
I
I know I'm doing a best banh mi in Sydney series. I had no idea I was coming here to try a banh mi as well. Pretty excited to try this actually. To me, Two Foodies has always been about pho, and I didn't know that they did this sizzling beef roll. Let's try it. Ooh, hella juicy when you squeeze it. That's nice. That beef is really good. This beef reminds me of something my dad cooks actually, so it's very home style, very homey for me. Cucumber, the mayo, the carrots, pickled carrots, daikon radish, all of that. It's got it all. I think one thing I can say about this banh mi is that the roll isn't as crispy as I'd like, which is fine. Still very tasty. There's nothing that goes better with pho than hot tea, man. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like down the bottom, give me a comment, and of course, hit the subscribe button down below. It really means the world to me that you guys are supporting me on my eating journey, showing you all these amazing places to eat around Sydney. If you do come out and try Two Foodies, please let me know. Tell me how good it is. I already know it's good. Thank you so much for watching Sydney Food Boy. I'll see you next time.